Hello, today's Macbeth video comes from the Macbeth Bible, which you can download from Rob Ward's blog. So there he is on Twitter. And let's get straight into this 12-step Macbeth call and response resource. The most useful thing about this is it summarises the whole play in 12 quotations. That's the stuff in italics. And I'm going to use that to help you get full marks in an essay. And Rob Ward helps us with that. He gives us the literature assessment objectives, and I propose to look at each quotation and show you how it can be used to meet each objective. So these are the witches. When shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? How can we illustrate an interpretation here? Well, we could talk about the fact that we three are all women, and in this patriarchal society, a society ruled by men, women perhaps have to turn to underhand and evil means to achieve any kind of power, and that will automatically link us to Lady Macbeth as a woman, having to resort to evil in order to achieve power, because her society denies that role to women and simply allows it to men. Okay, well now I want to go to AO2, structure and form. So in iambic pentameter, where the syllables are unstressed, stress, unstressed, stressed, this line would read, when shall we three meet again? But I don't think that line can be read that way. It has to be read, when shall we three meet again? And so the stress is here on the first syllable. This is deeply unsettling because it's a trochaic meter, where the stress comes on the first syllable and the unstressed is the second syllable. The reason that's deeply upsetting to a Shakespearean audience is because they're used to the rhythms of his plays, and they're always written in iambic pentameter. And as soon as Shakespeare changes that pattern, he does it to signal some kind of alarm or change. So automatically they become threatening figures simply through the structure of the line. And then the next thing I have to consider is the relationship between this text and the context in which it was written. So you should know that King James, who was on the throne at the time, believed his life had been threatened by witches, and he wrote a book about witchcraft called Demonologies. And this could be Shakespeare trying to ingratiate himself with the new king, so that the king would offer patronage and support his acting troupe. In the course of this brief video, I have shown you some crucial vocabulary which you need to become familiar with in order to answer a question so that you're hitting all three assessment objectives. Let's see if you remember what they are. Patriarchal is a society controlled by men for their own interests and excluding women from power. Iambic pentameter is the 10-syllable line where the syllables are unstressed and then stressed, unstressed, stressed. Trochaic pentameter is the opposite, still 10 lines. The first syllable is stressed and the second syllable is unstressed. Patronage is the system of having rich sponsors, such as King James, sponsoring the king's players, Shakespeare's acting troupe. And the Demonology is the book that King James wrote about witchcraft, which I'll show you now. So here he is, King James of Scotland, King James of England, and here is the beginning of his book, Demonology. So there you have it, plenty for you to use and remember. It will be relevant to every single question that comes up on Macbeth, because the witches will fit any kind of question. So if you found that useful, I'll take you through a few more quotations in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Good luck.